How's everybody doing today? I'm Colin, Action Disc Golf Kingsbury. Today we are at Glen Disc Golf Course, which is also technically a resort. You can camp here if you want to. It's $10 to play. I came this way because I didn't want to play Beaver Ranch today. It looked like U-Disc was a little bit busy. This is about 20 minutes down the road or near Bailey, Colorado. Great views out here. Large, mature pines and spruces and stuff give you a little bit of shade throughout the day as you're playing, keep you cool, and just a little bit less traffic. It's $10 to play. There's a check-in scanner code at the entrance, and this is hole one. So the one complaint that I have about the course that I have to mention is that these tee pads they're all bowled out. If I'm gonna pay $10 to play a course, I'm really hoping for at least flat tee pads. Anyways, hole one, par 3, 574, plays all the way down the valley, downhill that way. I hope you can see it because I can't see it in my phone. 574, but let's show you drive. I'm gonna throw the wave, and I'm just gonna focus on my upper body here instead of pivoting on my bottom foot because I just don't trust the tee pad. It's really hard to get that max distance when you're pivoting at an angle. Okay, made it about halfway down. Not been doing great on drives on this hole today just because of the tee pad, but hey, it is what it is. Let's go shoot an upshot. All right, there's the basket down there. I only made it halfway down the fairway. Bad drive, I know. All right, so I'm gonna throw a verdict, backhand, stand still, down the valley. Oh my God! Not a good start. All right, I'm just gonna throw a harp at it. For the metal flake. Sit down. We really do not have the greatest leave here. Skipped far. Just gonna try and get through hole one, go to hole two. The drive is really important on hole one. And that second shot, I couldn't see. You can see where the sun's coming through. It was in my eyes. Double bogey, hole one. Hole two, par 3, 208. There's the basket down there. I'm gonna throw the metal flake harp at it. Try and skip it off the ground, kinda. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Does that make up for hole one? Not quite, but the long climb back to even, or +1. Hole 3, another dilapidated tee pad. Par 4 though, 447. This is the intended route this way.
It's like an uphill body.
And then there's a backhand line that you can take this way. And don't mind the breathing. I feel like this course has more uphill shots than it does downhill. And the ground you're walking on is always uneven or soft. It's like walking on Legos or sand. All right, so I'm gonna take the up the mountain backhand hyzer Annie. There's a really compacted run up right here. You need to do a lot in a little bit of space. Okay, I mean,
this is right down the fairway.
All I want is just to be up there because the look up there is better than the down below look. So that's a tee pad right there. I'm standing in the upper route, and like I said, this is the pinch point right here. If you get between these two big trees, it's a lot clearer to the basket than the lower. There's the basket. There's my disc by the dead log. I think I'm just gonna throw my harp. The line looks like it suits it. I could possibly go up and over. There is no backhand. Oh my God, sit, yeah! All right, back to par. All right, hole 4, par 3, 210, plays uphill. Like I said, it feels like most of these holes play uphill. All right, I'm gonna throw Glow Envy at it. It'll be okay. Yeah, little uphill, possibly 15-footer. You gotta be careful where your disc lands around here because there's spiders. All right, like I said, this is about probably 20 feet, honestly. You gotta practice your uphill putts and your downhill putts out here. All right, 1 down. 3, that's a turkey. Hole 5, par 3, 258. There is an arrow pointing to it. I don't think that's a Mando, but pretty self-explanatory here. Clean backhand anti-flex. All right, I'm gonna throw the Glow Envy. Aiden, can you move? Come on.
So
You go in.
good.
Oh, that's such a... Hole 6, par 3, 182. Up on the rocks. Basically a cliff on the left side over there. Right is safe, but you're not gonna like the putt anyways. Do not forget to check out this view while you're up here. I want to go climb that one. I'm going to throw inner core on this. Oh, okay. More scrambling. All right. Yeah, I'm going to do a forehand with this Mega Soft. Hopefully it sits down up there. Y'all didn't see that. Actually, delete. No, I actually can't do that. All right, I'm still working on that forehand upshot with this Mega Soft. I think maybe try it one more time. That's beautiful. That'll save me a 4. Well, I'm getting smacked in the head by branches. Four. Hole 7, par 3, 415. I usually take the up and over route. I'm gonna throw long bowman, tournament plastic. I'm gonna go up high above the trees, let it flex, and let it come back on its own. It's probably gonna end up left. Hopefully I catch a tree and it drops by the basket. Hit the bunny.
It's like right next to where mine went. So.
All right, I found my disc. I don't really appreciate the look though. I'll figure this one out. I'm gonna give this a flip, give myself a little bit of room. I think that's the way. Go in. Ooh, close. It was the way. Looks like I rolled when I landed, even though I landed under the basket. Great. That was stupid. I just got robbed. Marker. Hole 8, par 3, 191. That's the tee pad. Basket's up there. I'm gonna throw a high zoo with the Glow Envy. It's hard to even see the basket while you're standing on the tee pad. Get left.
It did go left.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of a look, maybe. This is where I landed at. 20 feet uphill. I've been working on my angles because I hate when I watch my videos and I go back and all you see is my back. And you can't see the putt. Oh, good push. These 20 footers look easy, but when they're that uphill, not really. Hole 9, par 3, 172. Playing uphill, still. Right gap, left gap. Kind of demands a forehand here because, I don't know, that righty gap, if you just overshoot it at all, that's down that cliff that we saw on hole 6. I'm going to throw a felon at it, forehand, up out this way. Mountain golf. All right, I'm gonna try another forehand out here with the Megasoft. Come on, go right, go right. Stop. Still going. Still going. Landed at the top of the mountain and rolled 100 feet down. This is for a par save. Yeah, you sit. Hole 10, probably the first hole that you can honestly say that you are going downhill. Watch out for all the Viking shields and stuff. They're pretty cool.
This is like a double Mando.
I don't think they're Mando. They might be, but
Yeah, whatever. I did a good one.
I'm gonna throw Glow Envy. A little bit of left to right wind coming up over the mountain. Hey, I got a shield. Kind of a picturesque putt. I really hope I make this one. Yeah! snuck it in. Good putt.
You, sir.
See, my idea was to cut a hole in here that you could slide a little bong piece in and you could take hits out of it.
You still can?
Hole 11, par 3, 261. Playing downhill. There's kind of like a middle, a left, and a right line. I mean, it's just really what you're comfortable with here. The middle's probably the hardest. Did you throw already?
No, I was just waiting for it.
All right. I'm gonna try to take this right gap. Try. You know, it's not the biggest gap.
You hit the gap.
Yeah, I hit nothing after that. It just went down the mountain. This is what I just shot down through. You can see how many trees there actually physically are around the basket right here. And I went way down this way. So I thought I was gonna be down there. Turns out I got saved by something eventually. This hole just didn't want to do what I wanted it to do though. It's gonna be a tricky one. I'm gonna use the inner core. Y'all just pick that up, please. Thank you. Struggle bus. Hole 12, par 3, 387. So that's kind of, those trees right there is where you want to turn the disc to the right. And it goes that way after. I tried this earlier with Escape. And that might be a good disc for it. But I feel like I got to take so much power off of it. I'm just going to throw the Pathfinder at those trees on the left that I was talking about. And just rip it over and hopefully it doesn't hit anything on its way to the basket. I'm in the middle. All right, there's the basket. Tried to do a little standstill turnover here. Oh, just knocked me back an extra 10 feet, why don't you? I'm not getting lucky on this course today.
Roll up. Right.
Not bad. Well, boys, that's just the way she goes. Sometimes she goes and sometimes she doesn't. And she didn't want to go this time. Take my 4. Imagine having that view. Hole 13. 13 is my lucky number lately. I've been shooting 13s everywhere. Downhill, 400 feet. So you're probably gonna just throw like a mid-range on this hole because it's just gonna carry all the way to the basket. All right, I got a Pathfinder. I'm just gonna fan grip it. This is all about touch and speed control.
Oh yeah.
Little branch deflection, but I'm circle 1, I think.
That's pretty sweet.
Found my disc. Filtered pretty well. It's a 25-footer uphill. it's sat. Good tree going Hole 14, par 3, 264. Some ugly camera work right there. All right. Plays up the valley. Right there. I'm gonna throw a long Bowman at it and move. Go move. Sorry, bud. You're in the way. Since this tee pad is really bad, I'm gonna have to focus on my upper body here more than my footwork. That's stumped. Ooh,
that was pretty dang perfect.
That's all right. Edge of circle probably. So at this point, I'm really thinking that I need to stand at a couple of practice baskets in the mountains and practice these downhill, uphill putts. And just drill it in there. That's not drilling it in there. That didn't even stay. 15, par 3, 245. Uphill again. I feel like my grandparents, man, played disc golf uphill both ways. All right, there we go. I'm gonna throw the escape at it, kind of flip it up to flat as it runs up the hill. It's a great example of mountain golf today. Little mistakes in pretty good shots, you know, just off by inches, and you're gonna be punished. So here I am, got a little spruce in the way. Honestly, it could have been way worse on this hole because I can see a couple of gaps that I'm gonna try and hit. So I was kind of looking at this, but that's just too stretched out and exaggerated. I really don't want to throw that way. Easiest shot in disc golf is a hyzer, so I'm gonna go up through here, knock on some wood, and hopefully I don't hit some. Beautiful. Hole 16, par 3, 265. I really like this shot. It's a nice tunnel shot, but if you have a forehand, you can kind of flex that forehand high out above those trees. It is there. I'm gonna go with Glow Envy and just try to pipe it. A little off. It is what it is. There's my shot. There's the basket. Tee pad's way back up that way. All right, this thing is a real hit or miss for me, but I'm gonna use the maybe soft hyzer it in there. Yeah. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And sometimes good players' mistakes are so small it looks like luck. So what was it really? It's 21. 17, par 3, 297. Down that way. It's really similar to the last hole, even more open. Good. It's nice, better reach back. Go in, man. Oh, you didn't get any of that mountain. Love that. I've been getting, you needed the branches.
Right above the basket though, that was cool.
That was a good shot. All right, so I'm gonna throw the same shot that I threw on the last hole. Less to hit until you get down by the basket, so expect big. I'm sawing those both off. That's like identical to the last hole. We'll throw the Mega Soft Heart. Just a little forehand flexor up there, touch shot. We go in. Ricky Rasaki hands.
Bogey, whatever. I got it.
Hole 18, par 3, 206. Plays up the vehicle path this way. You can kind of see the basket right there. You ready to be done, Aiden? You making a nest? Busted! All right. I'm gonna throw Glow Envy, not because it's dark, because I like the flight. Give it a little height on the way to the basket, trying to keep it in line.
No trees.
Yeah, no trees is very lucky there. I think I just put me in circle 1. Went a little right there. It's about 15 feet. All right.
That's a far one, huh?
19, par 4, 518 feet. If you can look here, it turns, so turns to the right. So that's kind of the middle of the fairway portion that you're aiming for before you flip it over and flex it. All right, I'm gonna throw a sheriff right over my dog and flex that thing. I like it. I mean, you're not going to get there on 1 on this hole. I don't even think Eagle's getting there on 1. I don't think anybody's getting there on 1. All right, so what happens when you end up higher than the main fairway, which is right down there on this hole, is you kind of run into some bullshit, you know. Not much to look at. I think maybe a forehand up through there, and hopefully it gets through the spruces. It's getting dark. Got to adjust this here. I'm gonna try and flex it up high to the basket. Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, I've still got work. All right. For birdie, if I can get it in, let's say about 35, 40. And tired. Hole 20, par 3, 232. Still forming it up for concrete. From where the dog is, we're gonna go up this way. Probably these trees right here. To the right, maybe 30 feet. I'm actually just gonna throw a forehand here. It's not out of my range at 232, even though it's uphill. I love it.
So
that's circle 1.
just behind and to the right.
There's the basket right there, really hard to see. There's a tee pad down there. So there's a big stump right here to the basket. I'd say I'm about 28 feet. Basket's slightly uphill. And I'm very tired. Long day.
Some dogs or whatever.
You could go to the South Park Coney Island hot dog stand, see if they're still open, but they're probably not.
I don't know if we're in one right here, but
This is private property, so I wouldn't know what that is.
You can't do that.
Hole 21, par 4, 555. You're definitely not going to be able to see the basket. I'm just going to try and give you an idea of what the fairway looks like. I guess that's probably the best zoom for it. You can go below the trees, which is safe, or above the trees. And I spent 45 minutes earlier today because one of my discs was at the very, very top of that tree right there, trying to throw rocks at it to get it out.
Although it wasn't very far, it was only like 300.
I'm gonna throw the Sheriff. I'm not really feeling like throwing it up high. It's just too dark, otherwise I would. I'm gonna keep it low. You guys probably aren't gonna see it anyways.
Yeah.
Went a little right, but it got past a lot of the trees, got most of its distance. So this is the tree right here that I was stuck in, about right there. Right at the very top, right there. 45 minutes throwing rocks in 100-degree heat. Really looking at this, don't know what I've got. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a forehand line through that. I might as well throw something somewhat high speed. If it hits a tree, it doesn't matter how slow of a speed it is. I just want it to get down to the basket. So we're going to throw this World. Oh, that's money. Might not be a putt, but at least I'm down there. Damn, man. All right, so here's where my upshot went. I'm very, very happy with that. I like walking off a course with something special. I mean, even if the round wasn't special, like hitting that last putt. So I hope I didn't jinx it, but I'm gonna try and do that, close out the round. We were fighting the sunlight there for quite a while, but looks like we made it. In time. Colin, Action Disc Golf Kingsbury, 68674. Doing what I love, loving what I do, hanging out with cool people in cool places. Like, comment, subscribe. Now we go grab some glow discs and do it again.